Okay, so good evening, scholars. Uh, this is Ishan from Antriksh India, founder and CEO. And as you are all are gathered here for today's session, like how to improve communication skills. And for today's session, we have the guest of the day, Miss Priya. So I'll not take much more time. I'll just hand over to ma'am. And ma'am, you can start with your introduction a bit, and then you can start with your session.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Shah. Okay, so hello, good evening, everyone. So this is Priya. Everyone calls me Priya. So my full name is Chiendi Priya, and I have experience of 12 years in the educational field. So I started my journey as a teacher in a school almost like 12 years back, and then I was promoted to an in charge of a school where I have trained teachers. I have counseled parents. I have taken up different sessions for the students. So like a mentor, a teacher, a counselor. Okay. And also like I'm the CEO of a company called Majo. So Majo is a name of which is on my daughter's name. Okay, and yeah, and my niece name. So Maya Majo. Okay, and Joe is from Juju Joe. Okay, and that's a company where we make educational toys for the students so that to help them with the communication skills. Okay, and yes, excuse me. Yeah. Can we put them on mute? Thank you, Nishan. During my experience, I have like counseled more than 2,000 parents, and I've been working with like almost 5,000 students, and I'm still working with the students. And today, many of my colleagues have also joined this session. Okay, it's a wonderful time. Okay, to share my experience with you all. And let me tell you, I'm still in the learning process. It never stops. Okay, so I'm still in the learning process. So today, actually, I'm here to tell you more about how to improve your communication skills. Okay, so this is going to be a great time, and I hope you'll have a lot of learning today. Okay, so let's start. So I'll share my screen. So yes. Ishan, can you make me the host now? Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Video on చేస్తావా అవునా
Before I start, so as you all are gathered here to learn something, right? You all are here to learn something, right? So tell me like how important communication skills are. How important communication skills are. Why? Why is it so important to have the skills? Why? Is there a reason? Yes, anyone? So you all are gathered here to learn the importance of communication skills, right? So why do you think it's
Please repeat it, ma'am.
yes?
Can you please repeat it?
Yeah. Why is it so important to improve your communication skills? Why is it so important to improve your communication skills? Why?
Ma'am,
And
because it helps us to communicate with other country peoples, abroad peoples.
very good, Sridhar. Very
Thank you,
good.
ma'am.
Yes. Okay. Very good. So you can communicate with people. Very good. Yes. Navaneet.
To explain to tell our thoughts more clearly.
Express our thoughts clearly. Very good. And yes, Shishma ma'am.
Ma'am, actually it improves our vocabulary skills and we can speak confidently. That is more important actually.
Very good. Very good. Yes. Yes. That's true. That's really true. So it is very important for us to improve our communication skills. Yes, you can communicate better. You can share your ideas better. Okay. And what would happen if you do not have the communication skills? So I was searching like, can we do a job where we do not need communication skills? So, I was searching in Google that if I could get a job, okay, where I don't have to, improve my communication skills. I could just get on with my life. Okay. And then I found this there. Okay. So this is like someone has posted a question that can I survive without improving my communication skills, or what kind of jobs that I can get into if I do not have the communication skills. So that was a response. If you can, anyone can just read this. Like someone has answered this. Okay. Yeah, Sridhar, you want to read? Yeah, please.
I don't have good communication skills. What is the best job to do? Whatever job you complete yourself into, your life still needs effective communication skills. If you want to do more than just survive. So here's your answer. Start the process of learning effective communication skills, starting with your internal self-talk. Study the skills with a passion because they will change your life in everything you do. Convince yourself this is the most valuable learning you can do right now. And this time next year, you will
Yes.
be a different and more confident person.
Yes, very good, Sridhar. Thank you. So, yes. So, if you want to do more than just survive, you have to improve your communication skills. That is very important. Without that, you cannot live in this world. Okay. So, that's how critical or how important improving your communication skill is. Okay. And let me tell you, like, some people are born with these skills. Okay. Some people are like very good with the communication skills. And like some people, they acquire this skill, by going through the books, or by going through some training, or, through some coaches who will train them how to, communicate effectively. So this is very important. So you need to decide this, that without improving your communication skills, you cannot have a living. Okay, so that's how important communication skills are. So is communication skills only language? Is just language what you need to improve your communication skills? So that's what we will find out. Okay.
Ma'am,
So
sorry to interrupt, ma'am. Like I have to, you have to look for that participant. They are not able to enter, I think. Can you check once? Any participant ID?
no,
As you are the
no.
host, right, ma'am? So you only have that.
Yes. I'll be looking into it. Okay?
Yeah,
If I get any
sure.
message,
Sure, ma'am.
I'll be allowing them. Thank you. Yes. So let us go. Yes, now I see a participant now. Yes. So what is a communication? Okay. So communication is not just talking or listening. Okay. It is much more beyond that. And so as some of you say, right, sharing your ideas. Yes, it is an art. Okay. It is an art. So like teachers who are an art teachers here, so you will know what is the value of art, right? So communication is an art. Okay. And it's a process of creating and sharing ideas. And what do you mean by effective communication? It depends on the richness of those ideas. Okay. So the communication has been derived from a Latin word, communis, which means common, or to share. Okay. Sharing. Okay. Sharing your ideas is what communication is. So communication, now you got the word, what is communication? Okay. Art of creating and sharing your ideas. So what is communication skill? What is communication skills? So just imagine yourself, okay, so you are standing on either side of a wall and there's a person, okay, on the other side of the wall. Okay, So there's a person who is on the other side of the wall, okay? And it's just not a wall. Let's see what else is attached to that wall. So you will see there are snakes, okay, scary snakes on the wall. So what do we call this? What do we call this? The snakes, the wall. What are this? They are the barriers. Okay, they are the barriers in your life that will stop you from communicating to the people or to the other person standing there. Okay, so what are this? I mean, in real life, they don't look like snakes. This is what they are. Okay, in real life, that the people you are trying to communicate, they have different expectations. They are, different culture, different communication styles, different perspective, different experiences. So this all, act as a barrier in sharing your ideas to the person, to the world there. Okay, so like this. So what else could be the barrier? Okay, so these are the barriers. These are the things which is like, stopping you from expressing your to the outer world. Yes, Sridhar.
Ma'am, different language.
Yes, language. Okay, language is a factor. I agree, Sridhar. Is anyone else? I could see my students also here. Where is Rishika? Come on, Rishika. You should answer me here. Come on, I'm expecting some answers or some questions from you. Okay, yes. So very good. So language is one of them. Yes, I agree. Yeah, that is a barrier. And yes, and yes, okay, so that's one. So the tools which we use to remove these barriers is communication skills. Okay, that is the definition of communication skills. Communication skills are the tools that we use to remove the barriers so that you can effectively communicate your ideas. Okay, so that is what communication skills are. And yes, so that is what communication skills are. Those are the tools. So what are those tools? So what are those communication skills? That is what I'm going to give you a small picture of that today. Okay, so this is the session we are on today about how can we communicate effectively, how could we share our ideas effectively, and why is it so important? Like, as I said, if you want to make a living, like you want to share your ideas, you want to make a place here, you need to learn the skill. Okay, so yes, I mean, some people have it by birth, and some people, they just acquire these skills through training themselves, or going for some coaching, or whatever but they do something about it. This is not a problem that you just leave like that. Okay, this is something like you need for survival. That's how important this skill is. Okay, we cannot ignore this. So that's how it's important. Okay, and it's not only that only for a living or to make a living, but also like you can't just live your life just just spending our time eating, sleeping, reading, getting a job, and then just die. No, you need to make a place here. You need to be remembered. So that is the reason. That is why this skill is very important to acquire. If not, if you do not have it, then you have to acquire it, okay, through different trainings. So that's what we are going to learn. So let us know what are those tools, what are those skills that you need to improve in order to go for an effective. Let's start. Okay. Yes, Gunjan, you have a question?
मैम आप हिंदी लैंग्वेज यूज कर सकती हो?
मैं इंग्लिश में बात कर हाँ, मैं हिंदी में बात कर सकती हूँ, पर क्या है ना कि यहाँ पे बहुत सारे बच्चों को हिंदी नहीं आता. वो आई मीन दे आर फ्रॉम लाइक तेलुगु. सो आप एक काम कीजिए, आपको कहीं ना कहीं अगर समझ में नहीं आ रहा तो आप जस्ट रेज योर हैंड. मैं आपको वो हिंदी में ट्रांसलेट करूंगी. इज इट ओके? Thank you, Gunjan. So the types of communication, okay, based on the communication channels. Based on the communication channels, there are two types, non-verbal and verbal. So what is non-verbal? So non-verbal, that we do not use words to express ourselves. Okay, you just expressions of on your face and your body language speaks a lot. Okay, and then verbal, where you use words to express. So verbal can be of two types: orally, I mean orally telling someone something, and written, where you write a letter to express your message. Okay, so that those are the two types of verbal communication. And non-verbal, and let me tell you, so what is more powerful, non-verbal or verbal? So I have a question here based on your communication channels. Okay, so the types of communication is divided in on like communication channels and styles and purpose. Okay, so now tell me, what is it? I mean, which is more effective, non-verbal or verbal communication? So what is your answer? What do you think is more powerful? Yes, Sridhar, verbal or non-verbal?
I'm non-verbal, ma'am.
Non-verbal. So can you give me an example, or like
Ma'am, if it is if we go to an interview, they'll check our body language.
Shida, I guess you're way prepared. Okay, before time. It's very good, very good. That's the right answer. Your non-verbal communication is more important than your verbal communication. So how? So now, for example, I ask you, do you like this ice cream? Okay, and you make a face like, oh, I like it. So you're saying I like it, but your expression shows that you don't like it. So I'm going to believe your non-verbal expression more than your verbal expression. Whatever verbally you say that it's good, I'm not going to go with that. I will go with the non-verbal expression, whatever you showed. So your body language, your facial expression are very important because they weigh more than your verbal communication. Okay, so that is very important. Okay, so yeah, Gunjan, मेरा मतलब ये था कि आपका जो बॉडी लैंग्वेज आप जैसे मतलब एक्सप्रेशंस दिखाते हो, ठीक है, वो ज्यादा काउंट करता है आपके शब्द से, क्योंकि आप जो शब्द बोल रहे हो वो सेकेंडरी इंपॉर्टेंस है, जो आप दिखा रहे हो अपने चेहरे पे वो ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट होता है, वो आपको रिप्रेजेंट करता है. ओके, सो दैट इज द रीजन non-verbal communication is more important. When you are talking to someone, you should be very careful about how you're presenting yourself. Okay, so that's what I meant to say. Now, based on your style, formal and informal. So when you are formal, it means that when you're talking to your seniors, you're talking with someone whom you do not have a friendly relation with. Okay, so there you behave formally. And informal, like with friends, you have a different kind of behavior. Okay, so that's what this is. I hope everyone is clear with this, right? Yeah, you understood the types of communication? Yeah, okay, good. Yes. So what is effective communication? So what is effective communication? So students, like in the beginning, I have shared you about the communication skill. I showed you a diagram of a wall, two people standing on either side, okay? And the message has to go from this person to this person, okay? So that is how are you going to remove that barriers and see that whatever you're saying right now, that goes to the person and he should understand. So your communication is effective when the person on the other side understands your ideas. And how do you make them understand? How do you make them understand? How do you make them understand your ideas? So, that is very important. And, you all need to really work on that. Okay, because, sometimes if you do not use the right words, you do not express your ideas in a way it has to be, it goes in a wrong manner, and it goes to the, it goes to the other person in a way, he understands it in a different way and he gives you a response according to that. Yeah, whatever response you get from the person, it would be like, it would be like what he has understood through your words. So it's very important that you use your words, your words very clearly, okay, and you should be clear with your ideas and present them in a way that the person on the other side understands. Okay, so that is called effective communication. To have an effective communication, yeah, you need to look after your body language and the verbs, the words which you are using. Okay, they play a very important role. So both together, okay, that is what effective communication is. Effective communication, successful in producing the desired result. if you are if your the person or the audience or the receiver understands your message and your work, then we say that you effectively communicated with with your with them. So that is what effective communication means. Okay, is everyone clear with this? Yeah. Is any doubts? Yeah. Okay, very good. Let's go to the another side. Yeah, effective communication. So what are the barriers that of effective communication is? Like one of you said language, very good. Attitude, channel, okay, whether it's like, I mean, what is the channel? Face-to-face conversation or video conferencing, or, like messaging or email. So what is the channel? That's called a channel. Attitude, positive, okay, that you are able to take it positively. And, sometimes it happens that people stop expressing their ideas out of fear, okay, out of fear. And they have this attitude like, if I say something, maybe the other person might make fun of me, or they're very scared about what's going to happen, okay. And that fear actually stops them from even attempting it. So that is what it's not good, okay. And yeah, so that is one of the barriers. Channel, okay, face-to-face, email, okay, or through messages, so like that. And language, yes. So language, this is the most important thing. Like, I believe that most of the people, they feel that, English is a very difficult language. It's a very difficult language. I mean, they take up this spoken English courses, they do a lot, and they're scared of communicating because they feel that the English language is not so good. So I mean, like, I don't know how many of you know Telugu. Just raise your hand, or you can just show the electronic hand. Yeah, okay, many of you know Telugu. Okay, very good, very good. So let me tell you. So Telugu, oh wow! So there are so many people who know Telugu here. Yeah, I know, Gunjan, you don't know Telugu. You're okay, but that's the reason. Like most of my audience is in no Telugu, so that's the reason I'm going with English. So very good, very good. Thank you. So let me tell you, after Sanskrit, Telugu is the toughest language. Telugu is the toughest language. Yes, I'm telling you, this is the toughest language. And let me tell you, I wanted to learn a word in Telugu. Let me tell. I'll tell my struggles. Endi mirpakaya. So it's called dried chili. Dried chili. So simple in English, but very difficult. Very, very difficult. Gunjan, yes, yeah. If you're listening to me, yeah. So Gunjan. So endi mirpakaya. So that is called yeah. So is that correct? I mean, did I pronounce that word correctly, or did I make a mistake? Yeah,
Yes,
anyone?
ma'am.
Yes,
No.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Thank you. So now let me tell you, it took me 1 week to learn this word. So difficult for me. Okay. So I mean, if you give this word to anyone, they will struggle. Who don't know Telugu, they will struggle to say this word. So that's how difficult this language is. And kudos to all of you who know Telugu, who can speak, because the pronunciation is very difficult. In English, it's very easy. And let me tell you, like, when I was seriously into learning English, right, it took me just 3 months. 3 months, like, I've watched Netflix cartoons. I have, I've just read some books. Okay. And then I self-trained myself. Okay. So I trained myself, and I could perfect this language within 3 months. And what goes after that is just enriching it. Okay. So it was that simple for me. But Telugu, since 10 years, I'm learning, and, I have goosebumps when I have to, talk in perfect Telugu. So I get shaken. So because Telugu, I'm trying so hard, but the pronunciation is so difficult, but it's taking me a lot of time. Okay. But you guys know Telugu. So when you could actually perfect a difficult language, second difficult language so easily, so tell me why it would be so difficult for you to perfect a language, English, which is very simple. I mean, the whole world speaks that language. It's very simple. Okay, it's that simple. So shall I tell you like what stops you from actually attempting it? What stops you from actually learning that language? Let me tell you, you'll find it very silly. It's because you think English is very difficult. Okay, so that is the only reason. Like it's been a long time that you didn't perfect that language. It's because you thought, your thinking is that this language is very difficult, which is actually very simple. Okay, very simple. Take my words, it is very simple. So I'll just tell you a small incident that happened to me, because that connects a lot to this situation. So when I was in grade 6, okay, I wanted to join a choir, like they were singing for some celebration. So I wanted to join. So, and like when I started singing, one of my friends said, "Oh no, you don't sing. Your voice is so cracky, and I don't think you should sing." So, when I heard those words, somewhere it, killed my confidence, and I didn't try. So I'm not even a bathroom singer. I never even tried singing in the bathrooms. So because that word somewhere, it stopped me even from attempting. I thought like people will laugh at me if I sing. So, and like, after 17 years, when I had a baby and she won't sleep at night, and I have to sing lullaby for her, because, sometimes there is no power. Alexa cannot sing, so I have to sing. And, even though I fear that my voice is cranky, I tried. And, within 1 month, I found myself that I could actually sing beautifully. So I have stopped myself from singing for 17 years because someone told me that my voice is not good. So this is what happens, because people point at you that you're bad at English. Your English is so bad, and you stop yourself from even attempting, from even learning. So that is what happens in most of the cases. But let me tell you, when you are so good with this world's second toughest language, then you can actually perfect this simple language. Okay, trust me on that. Okay, it's very easy. It's just you have to give a try, and you have to stop listening to people around you who tell you that you can't do it. It's not your cup of tea. There's no age, okay, to start something, and you can start anytime. You're old, you're young, whatever. Okay, you can still start it. Okay, so this is what. Hi Gunjan, तुम्हें समझ में आया या मैं फिर से बोलूं हिंदी में? समझ में आया? Okay, Gunjan.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So this is what is that. Be confident. Okay, that's positive.
कोई वर्ड ऐसा रहता है उसमें समझ नहीं आता.
आ जाता है? अच्छा ठीक है, मैं बीच में हिंदी में बोलूंगी. ओके, आपके लिए. Okay. So, and yes, this is what I say, assumption. You assume yourself. Okay. You assume yourself that the person there has understood. वो मतलब आप जिससे बोलना चाहते हैं उसको समझ में आ गया, ये आपका assumption है, तो आप छोड़ देते. You do not work on that. Lack of proper information. When you do not have the proper information, that is where the communication breaks. And when you cannot communicate effectively, there are many things that happen. Like one is that your skills, your talent is not showcased to the world because you didn't express your ideas properly. So so sometimes you'll be very discouraged at yourself that, oh God, I know this, I could have done this, but I didn't do it because of this, all these points, all these barriers stopped you from doing it. So you realize it in your life later, but this is what you can overcome all those things. This is not something like very difficult thing. You all can actually overcome all these barriers. Okay, first you need to identify, yes, this is a barrier and this is not the thing. Okay, so this is, yeah, now the next. And yes, so the ability to communicate effectively is communication skills, and the tools which you use. So this is a recapitulation what we have learned to remove those barriers for effective communication. It is such a skill that some people are born with it, and some people can develop this over time. And what are the communication skills? Now, first, listening carefully. Okay, listening and understanding. Then comes, yes, speaking clearly, your body language, okay, brief and specific. So your message should be not so long, so tiring for other people to get the point of it. Okay, making eye contact when you're talking to someone, looking somewhere else in talking, that's not a good sign, not an etiquette. Okay, being respectful. Okay, being respectful to the person you're talking to, being empathetic, like, you know, understanding the feeling. Okay, you don't be like, be straightforward and just hurt the person who is like in front of you. No, because, you know, in later you will be regretting what you have done. So don't do that. Don't. Okay. So, and then being open-minded. Okay. So have a a good thing that understand others. Okay. Be open-minded. Developing trust and rapport. Okay. So rapport, like, you know, working in collaboration with each other, that is rapport. And asking questions. So wherever you don't understand, okay, you should ask questions. So students, you know, where you miss this, I'll tell you, like, you know, whenever you have some doubts, you are scared to ask your teachers, you don't make a you know, attempt to solve those doubts. You just keep it within yourself. When a teacher says, do you understand? Yeah, I understand. You just nod your head. Okay, you don't come up with your doubts. Yes, there are many barriers. You don't want, maybe it's a very easy topic and maybe I'm the only one who's not understanding it. So you don't want to raise your hand or ask questions. But, you know, when you do this, when you just sit silent and the teacher goes to the next one, as you did not understand the first step, and the teacher goes to the next step, okay, and you miss on it, you cannot understand the second step without understanding the first step. So that is what it's very important for you to be bold. Okay, don't think about what people are thinking, or you know, making fun of you, or you know, seeing you with a different expressions and all that. Don't think about all that. Okay, as a whole, you are very important. Okay, you want to grow yourself, you have to learn, and in order to learn, you need to ask. Okay, so keep that simple. It's you. Forget about the world around you, and you be yourself. Ask question, clarify it. Okay, and when you do that, you'll be feeling very confident. Solve the problem. Don't you know, complicate things by just not saying anything, by not communicating. Okay. Yes, so being able to communicate effectively is perhaps the most important of all life skills. Okay, this is what enables us to pass information and to understand people around us. Okay, to understand the audience around us. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so you understood this, right? Yes. And let me see. Now, as I say, the communication is broken down into 5 components. Speaking is the first step. Listening. Okay, you speak, then you wait for the response. You listen to what the person is saying. Okay, reading, writing. Okay, this all are the components of communication. And non-verbal, it is the tone of your voice, your pitch, your posture, and micro expressions. Okay, micro expressions on your face, and the gestures which you make with your hand. Okay, with your head. Okay, so those all are very important. Okay, so communication is very important. It is the heart of every organization, for the student, for any job. As I said, right, if you go and Google it, what are the jobs I can do without improving your communication skills, you'll get zero. You'll get zero. There are no jobs where there is no need of effective communication. Communication skills are that important. Okay, to secure your job, it's very important. Okay, and yes, as a student, the communication skills are very important for you to understand the topics which you are going through. Okay, very important. If you don't understand that, you cannot go ahead. Okay. Yes. So it will, so what is very important, like for your career building, how is communication skills very important? Okay. It's builds your self-confidence. You're very confident about yourself. You know who you are, okay? And you know how to present yourself, okay? Trust building. So you'll build a trust. People will understand you, okay, so he is this, she is this, okay? They will understand you better, okay? And give everyone a voice. So you all have a voice in you, okay? And it can only be out when you are very confident and you have all these tools which you master. Then you can go forward, okay? So that's very important. So let us see, like, how could you improve your communication skills for the career, okay? So the art of connecting with people all around. So, you know, yeah, when you go, after you complete your studies, when you go into the world and you want to do some jobs and all that, so the first factor is that you need to have a good communication skill so that you can present your idea. People need to understand you, what talents you possess, okay? So that's very important. And so what are you supposed to do? Okay, what are you supposed to do? So how do you improve your communication skills for the career, okay? And even as a student. So overcome all those communicational barriers, which I said, okay? Different expectations, okay? Different scenarios, different perspectives. So all these are barriers which you need to remove, and you need to present your ideas to the receiver effectively. Getting the point across. So getting what you want to say, the right message to go across. Learning to speak in public. You need to learn to speak in public. So for this, you know, there are many other ways, you know, how do you practice yourself, what are the books you are supposed to read? What are the videos you are supposed to view? So that there's a whole lot of things, okay? So you cannot learn communication skills in just 1 hour. So let me tell you, it's a whole lot of process, okay? It goes on, and you need to learn more and more when you interact with the people. So let me tell you, when you interact with people, there are many things that you learn. So I'll tell you that I have many people with whom I've learned many things, and you know, I still learn. So communication skills doesn't stop here. The more you communicate with people, the more ideas you share, you learn better and better. Okay, there's always something to learn from every person you meet. Okay, so that's very important. Do not underestimate anyone in your life. Okay. So yes, and yes. So what are how? I mean, in order to overcome the communication barriers, what else you are supposed to do? So let me just tell you. So communication barriers are due to delay, distortion, delusion, faulty system, faulty listening, inadequate vocabulary, badly chosen words. So these are the things, like when you do not present your idea effectively by using the correct words, is that how the barriers gets increased. Okay, psychological barriers, like, you know, you meet a person and you come to a conclusion that all are like this. So let me tell you, like sometimes you go on a drive and you see like some lady is having problem in driving, and we come to a you know, judgment that girls are very bad drivers, but that's not true. Okay, so sometimes it happens, psychological barrier, that we just connect it to the whole group. Okay, so maybe some person does this, oh, the whole people are like this. So you know, this separates people, this separates religion, this separates. So you should not be like that. Okay, don't be like that. And unclear, unnecessary source of messages. Yes, this is very important. So this is something like you should be very careful. Don't believe everything that you see in WhatsApp and Facebook and Twitter. You know, there was an incident, like, you know, the whole election was changed because of something got circulated in the Facebook. I mean, don't believe that every message you see in this thing are real. No, they don't pass those messages also. Like sometimes, yeah, I'm like some of my relatives, they got a message that about some like religion thing, and you need to pass it to 10 members or some bad luck will come to you, and you just believe that and you just go on doing it. So no, you know, some people make money with this. The more you send messages, the money goes to that person. Okay, and they take your numbers. Yeah, this is how they are collecting your numbers so that they can send you your messages. So don't believe all that. Okay, so don't send all those unnecessary messages when you are not clear about it. Okay. Yes. Yeah, Gunjan.
Okay, ma'am.
ओके ओके, ऐसे व्हाट्सएप में ऐसे मैसेजेस आते हैं ना, ये 10-15 लोगों को भेजो, आपको अच्छा हो जाएगा, ऐसे करके ऐसे मैसेजेस को बिलीव नहीं करना. ओके.
Okay, ma'am.
हाँ, yes, very good. Okay, so don't believe all that and don't send those messages and don't come to a conclusion that this is true. No, don't. Okay. When you fail to understand the audience, lack of implementation of your viewpoint. Okay. So when you do not understand, see, don't think that everyone is like you. There are people who are different. Okay. Try to understand. You can only connect to the people whose ideas, match to them. Okay. So understanding the audience is very important. I know that most of you are students. I'm presenting my presentation in form that it will help you. Okay. So that is very important. You have to understand your audience. And next, source of confusion, cultural issues, mistaken assumption, missing information. Yeah, sometimes, there will be something like, that person said something about you and I think, is this you? So don't believe all that. Don't believe all that. You just speak to the person directly, okay? Get the message across directly, okay? When you're scared to tell something, it's not that you use someone as a medium and send the messages. No, this all are a communication barrier. This, distances you from the receiver, from the person. Influence of difficult people. Yeah, sometimes you get under the influence of people who do not understand you. Okay, and you still keep on, trying to tell your ideas and all that. But you need to overcome that. Okay, so you cannot convince everyone. Okay. But you need to go, there are some important people whom you want to come across. Okay, so see that those ideas goes to them. Okay, and yes, communication through a proper channel. So channel, as I said, right, face-to-face communication. So when you are communicating through face-to-face, your non-verbal communication counts more than your verbal communication. You need to, expression, your body language speaks more about you than your words. Yeah. How do you get your point across? So understanding the information that you want to deliver, you should have a clear idea about what you are going to deliver. Okay. Knowing the audience. Yes, you need to know the audience and then reaching to the audience and focusing on the audience. Do not go away from that point. Like you're going to tell about like a pencil which you have invented, a super pencil or something like that. Stick on that pencil. Don't go from that to eraser, sharpener or something like that. No, stay on the point. Okay, see that you don't speak something else because they get away from the point. Okay, learning to speak in public. So how do you learn to speak in public? Planning appropriately. You have to plan appropriately. You have to practice your speech. Okay, engage with the audience, paying attention to your body language. How are you doing it? Thinking positively, coping with nerves. So nervousness. Okay. So I would like to tell you, like, public speaking is not an easy thing. Once you are very good with communicating with a small group, okay, 1 or 2 people, okay, then going to speak in public on a stage is very good. Okay. But let me tell you, it's not an easy thing because there are many things that comes in your mind. So I will tell you, like, my experience have been that when I was like almost 8-9 years ago, when I had to give a speech on a stage. So my first experience was like this, that I was a science teacher then, and I was supposed to talk on a National Science Day, and I was given a mic, and the moment I saw the crowd and I heard my voice over the mic, the way it resounds, my heart started pounding, and I stopped. So I stopped before 250 students. I stopped. Okay, so that was my first experience of giving a public speech. And let me tell you, that incident somehow has broken me, because I could not attempt to go on the stage again. So what I used to do, that every Tuesday was a science day. So I used to not go to school on Tuesday, so that I do not have to stand on a stage and give a speech. But the thing is that I could not do it for longer. After 3 weeks, I used to come late, or I used to take a leave or something like that. My principal forced me that, no, you have a science day, you have to speak. And then I was so disheartened, and I was sitting in the staff room, and I don't know what to do. I have to deliver a speech tomorrow. On Monday, this is what my situation was. And let me tell you, that day, like, an angel came to me. She was the Telugu teacher, and she was telling me, she gave a good speech on Telugu day. The Telugu is somewhere on Friday, and I heard her giving a good speech. She was not at all nervous. So I asked her that, how did you do it? So let me see you. See, language is not a barrier. You could see here, she's a Telugu teacher, and she could give us such a wonderful speech. And then she told me, like, see, the audience are not like some people you don't know. You know them. They are your students, right? So when you deliver a class, are you nervous? No, I do it with such a confidence. So what happens is that when you see a crowd, why are you scared? Because you are having a feeling that this is something, a place, and people are judging you, people are seeing you, and somewhere, you're getting scared because of that. So think that you are talking to a student. Just picture a student. So you just see a student who you know, okay, and just start talking to him. So this is not a speech which you're going to do. You're just talking to your student. So that's what I kept in mind. And let me tell you, that day was a memorable day. I always remember that Tuesday. That Tuesday is in my remembrance forever, because that's the first time I was not scared. And I prepared well. I also prepared a paper where I wrote everything, all the notes taken. So if I stop this time, I'll just open up the paper and I'll just read out the speech which I prepared. But when I held the mic and I saw my audience, like, I was picturing one of my students who was standing on the first row. So I just looked at him and I saw that, okay, I'm talking to you. So I just explained my speech to him, and it was a memorable day, because everyone, clapped for me, and they said it was a wonderful speech. So this is a long story which I'm telling you, but let me tell you, yeah, you will face failure. So you don't think that, okay, now if I'm, okay, you told me to practice speaking, I go, and it's not that first time you'll have a victory. No, don't think so. Don't think that today after this session, you go and you talk with people, you will be doing it. No, it will take time. You will be failing. So failures are a part of your life. So you have to take it. And living with the failures is actually failing, okay? If you live with your failures, if you go and fight your fears, you fight your fears and you go forward, right? That is called the victory. That's victory, okay? So, and take the failures as just lessons in your life, okay? This all teaches you lessons. Okay, life teaches you a lot of lessons, so take it as lessons, okay? So don't take it as something very serious, okay? So, हाँ गुंजन, आपको समझ में आया? मैं आपको ये story तो पूरा English में बोल दी मैं. Yeah, Gunjan, you understood? Okay, yes. So let's. आपको समझ में आया? Okay, thank you. So now. So as I said, your verbal communication actually goes with practicing. You need to practice, you need to listen, and you need to practice yourself speaking with people. So the more people you interact with, the more feedback you get. You get like okay, last time when I spoke to that person, he took it in this manner. Now this time I'll see that I won't use those words. I'll be using these words. Okay. Okay, so how do you improve your written communication? Organization is the key. You need to organize yourself properly. When you are giving a written, written communication, formal and informal, they both are different. You need to put your messages and the words which you use very carefully by knowing the receiver, okay? Once you know the receiver and how he's going to take it, is he like a person, like if you use this words he'll understand. No, I need to be very simplified with my words, then only he can understand. Then that's how you need to measure all that, and you need to present anything that verbally you want to communicate. Now, better networking, yes. So you need to improve your networking, okay, your classmates, colleagues, and yes. So keep talking with people. The more you talk with people, the better you learn. So there are two of the teachers, they are from whom I've learned a lot. Yes, about as I said, like, this teaching is a continuous process. You learn every day. So there are some of the teachers, the great teachers, whom I trained, but I don't know how much they have learned from me. Like, I've learned a lot from them. So they are the one who have introduced me. It's like Sandhya ma'am and Nazia ma'am. I'm not sure whether they are here. Okay, so or they might be joining this session through YouTube link. So they are they are the one with whom I interacted, and I got to know a lot about pre-primary, the kindergarten education. So I could actually research into Reggio Emilia and many other things because of them. They are the one who gave me a push, which I needed. So, the way you interact with people, you get to know a lot. Okay, this is just, you keep on climbing a ladder. And in order to climb that ladder, you need to interact with the right people, and you will find the right people on your way. Okay, but your ideas will match with them only when you present them. When you talk, we don't talk about them, you just be missing the chance to connect with the right people who could actually help you. I was like trying so hard to understand this pre-primary education, but I was like a primary teacher and high school teacher, and I never got to know all this by myself. But those are the teachers who gave me a lot of experience, who taught me, okay, who actually introduced this jolly phonics to me, who actually made me understand the understanding of the small kids and how they are very important, and that really helped me in my real life. Okay, so that is very important. That's really very important. Okay, so communicate, and yes, increase your channel. Okay, increase the number of people you interact to. Okay, so I have not shared much of the things in detail. So let me tell you, I just put it in short. Okay, in order to improve your communication skills, see that you talk. Okay, you talk with people, you read books. Okay, that will really increase your vocabulary. Start writing things like you like about. Start writing. Maybe it's silly, something like you keep for yourself. You start writing and see how it's going. Okay, so the more you practice, the better you learn. And yes, and let me tell you, communication skill is really very important, as we have seen through these videos, right? There are no jobs which you can get without effective communication skills. Okay, so that it's that important, and you all can do it. It's something that you have to acquire if you do not have it. And let me, I'm one of the person who was not born with it. Okay, so I've done over time, see, I've over the time, I've trained myself. It's not that I got a professional training, I trained myself. And then I've also attended some of the sessions where I got a certification. Okay, so, and that's how my journey started. And so, it doesn't stop me. Because of my effective communication skills, I'm able to connect to people who have similar ideas, and in that process, I'm just learning. Whatever my strengths are, it's going on increasing. Okay, you all are born with talents, strengths. Okay, I'm talking with all the students here. Okay, all the students, you're born with the talents, you're born with your strengths. Okay, so you need to identify it, and in order to identify it, you need to ask the right questions about yourself. Okay, talk, improve your communication skills so that you connect to the right people in your life, the right mentors, the right teachers, okay, who will guide you to your career goal. Okay, this is the process that you need to go. Okay, so is there any question that you want to ask? Is there anything that you need to know or you want to know more? You can ask. Yes, so this is a question time, right? Right, Mr. Shan?
So scholars, any question, you can raise your hand and you can ask. You have to make session interactive, right? Everybody is silent. Ma'am was keep on talking, but audience was simply silent.
Yes.
Audience,
So,
come on.
come
Sir,
on,
I
come
don't
on.
know.
Ask me. Yes,
Raise your hand if you
Sridhar.
have.
Yes, Sridhar. Any questions?
No, ma'am.
No? Okay. So you understood everything. I should have. Yes, yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Hi.
Ma'am, actually, I am very impressed how you speak.
Oh,
And
okay. Thank you.
I am getting little confused to talk. What I talk is correct or not, I don't know.
No, you are doing a wonderful job.
Confusion.
Actually, you praised her, ma'am, and we praised you. And so much confidence you will give to us. As we did any art and craft work, you have praised our work. And you will better give more ideas. And that help us very much, ma'am. And even we are having enthusiasm to learn how to speak. Actually, that is very nervous actually to speak in English. As I studied in English medium only, but I didn't get any friends like going on continuously speaking in English like that. After inter, I have did computers also, and that I didn't continue. And after my marriage and all, and my husband works in CRPF, so I used to go other many states like north side only. So husband is North Indian. So most I learned Hindi only, ma'am. But both I English I can speak, but some I think maybe others can understand or not. And some type of feeling I have in myself, ma'am. I am not confident actually to speak. That is the fear, ma'am. I want to, what I explain, may they understand. I am comfortable in Hindi, so I can go with Hindi so they can understand. I am very, actually, I am Telangana. So I am very comfortable in speaking Telugu. So I used to speak. But it is very drawback, ma'am. Nowadays, if we speak in Telugu and in regional language, there is no any scope. People will think I have that experience also, that so much caliber I am having, but no recognition actually. That hurts me now. I want to
Yes.
do many things, but what is the expectations I am having in myself that I will do, and I want the like you, ma'am, like motivation teachers to encourage us and then tell us, and you can do it, and that is very positive thing you'll give to us, ma'am.
Thank you.
And we all are my friends, and as Navnita, Sharda, and Shravani, Bhargavi, all are very much encouraging about you, and we are thinking that maybe we are also having so much of scope to do, and maybe our work also be what we say
Recognized.
shown. Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Shown to the world.
Yeah,
So,
yes, ma'am.
yes, yes.
That's all, ma'am.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you, ma'am.
And thank you for that encouragement. And let me tell you, like, I've been working with Sushma ma'am, Namita ma'am, and yeah, the other teachers who are here. And let me tell you, they all possess special talents. And the artwork which she presents, that is out of the world. I mean, I have no words what she does. So that's the reason I mean, though these people are somewhat, I have to learn a lot from them, but I cannot learn because I'm telling you, I'm not so crafty like them. So she's very talented, and it's not only that. Let me tell you, she's also very good with phonics. She has given a phonics demo, and so I was like shocked. What she sings so beautifully. I mean, really, that's really so. You all are with talents, and somewhere that fear stops you from actually going forward and expressing your ideas. So I tell her, "Mere ekkado undali, madam, mere ekkado undali." So I always tell her this. So it's very good, ma'am, to talk to you. Okay, thank you. And so this session will not end here. So I mean, when I speak with Mr. Ishan, he's also a great teacher. I must say, like, there's a lot to learn from him. But the thing is that, I'm in some situation, like we need to be apart and I'm not able to work with him. So this is a platform where actually I am able to communicate with him. He's a great teacher and there's a lot. He has a lot of certificates. I mean, if you take his certificates, it won't, one day is not enough to go through it. Okay. There's so many things that he has done. Like, I'm really very proud of him and being acquainted with him. So, you know, that is what the beauty of life. Like when you have a good communication skills, when you present ideas, you know, get to know people with the similar ideas. I'm very fortunate that I could meet Shushma ma'am and, you know, Mr. Ishan and, you know, other teachers. And there's a lot of learning that I've done. And I'm going to take this learning forward. And yes. Yes, yes, yeah, you're right. 5,000 certificates. Give me the answer.
Okay, so yes, it was a really wonderful session, ma'am. And yeah, really body language matters because I too also face that because I'm good in verbal, but non-verbal, when it comes to non-verbal, I'm somewhat weak in verbal. But yeah, now I'm okay. And I hope that Gunjan, there's some participants who are like not good with English. They was in between asking that, ma'am, please tell in Hindi. So Hijba, there are some participants like Hijba and Gunjan. आपको अगर कोई डाउट है तो आप पूछ सकते हैं बच्चों लोग.
हिजपा, मेरी हिंदी ठीक है, तेलुगु तो नहीं बेगा, उतना अच्छा नहीं है हिंदी. हिंदी okay. Yes. Yes, Gunjan, you want to say something? You can, okay? So, you know, yes, I would even tell you one incident about my life. Like, language is not the main thing. Like, this is something to give you a message about that language is not everything. English language is not everything. That, you know, last year I was supposed to give a interview to Suman TV. Suman TV is very famous, right? So I gave an interview, and just 1 minute before the interview started, she told me that, ma'am, మీరు తెలుగులోనే మాట్లాడాలి. So I was like shocked, ma'am. నాకు తెలుగు అంత సరిగా రాదు. I said, no. అంటే I mean, I can express in the English, but not in Telugu. Then she said, ma'am, మా audience అంతా తెలుగునే. So మీరు English లో మాట్లాడితే వాళ్ళకి అర్థం కాదు. You have to speak in Telugu. I was like, you know, this is a TV interview. It's going to be live. And, you know, I was shaken to my bones and I don't know what to do. But still, if you see that Suman TV and you see the Suman TV, the interview which I gave about pre-primary education, it was like everyone clapped and they said it was very good with Chala Bag Matlarar and all that. But I made a mistake. When I showed to others, everyone said it's very good, very good. But I did a mistake between Patuko and Petuko. They both are different. They're not same. So I you know, I used it wrong. And I mean, I didn't. So they both are different, right? But you know, I used that wrong. But other than that, the interview went very well because so actually, you know, it doesn't matter what you. I'll share that video to everyone, okay, so you all can see it. So it's not about what you speak. How you speak is more important. The confidence with what confidence you speak it. So if you look at that interview, the confidence with which I spoke, right? They thought like I'm very good at Telugu, but actually I'm very bad. I'm very bad, and I made a mistake. So I know that. But you see that video, and you will know that language is not a barrier. Okay, it's about the confidence that matters. So if you speak English with confidence, it will really be very good. Yeah. Any other question? Yes, Sridhar, you want to speak? Yes, Sridhar, please.
Ma'am, there's some jobs like without using communication skills also we can do them jobs right now, like custodians and security.
Yes, okay. So you Googled it. Okay, Sridhar, you Googled it. I know because that was a thing which I got. Yes, very good. And you know, I was passing through OR yesterday and I saw these people who sit at FASTag counters, right? So I was telling like my husband that these people do not need communication skills. Because they just have to give tickets to the people, right? They don't need communication skills. So they can survive without communication skills. So like I was having argument with my husband. So he was telling like in the near future, actually, these people will be replaced because the automation is happening. Now there will be only chips on the car, no fast tag. On the road, on whichever road it goes on, right, on OR, it is going to calculate by its own. They don't need those people itself. In the near future, in 1-2 years, that's going to happen. So most of the jobs that do not need the communication skills, like as you said, security guard, they all might be replaced. I mean, now in factories, the people who fold things and they make up this all things and all that. I'm not see, every job is important and I respect everyone, but what I'm saying that those are being replaced by machines. Okay, those are getting replaced by machines because they don't need communication skills. Only so all this thing is getting automation. So in the near future, the things that do not need communication, the jobs that do not need communication skills, maybe those people will be replaced, like security guard, as you said. What if we have some robotic AI door which can actually see through, I mean, it can protect your house better than a watchman? Then people might go for that. They won't go for the watchman. So that is what is going to happen.
Ma'am, but
Okay.
custodians cannot be replaced.
Custodians, teachers cannot be replaced. Okay, let me tell you, I'm so proud to say this. All the teachers who are here, you will never be replaced by AI. AI cannot replace teachers. So that is a proud thing. And that's the reason we have all our best. We are communicators. We have good communication skills. We communicate with you. Our audience are you students, right? So yes, Gunjan. So that is the reason teachers cannot be replaced by AI. Okay, but other jobs which do not need communication skills, teacher needs communication skills. Let me tell you, we are not having such jobs where we don't need communications. We need communication skills. Okay, so that is where no one can. Yes, Sridhar.
Nothing, ma'am, nothing.
Okay, so anything like anything else? Very good. Sridhar has and put up a very good question, and I really appreciate him. Like when we say something, he Googles it and he finds it himself. Very good, Sridhar. I really like that.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes. Anyone else? Anyone else? Come on, like you can ask any question. There's a question on. And students, like I would like to tell you.
We have like some of the participants from other countries, it seems. So I think we can recall maybe if they can ask. Mesmi, Zohreb, आपको कोई you have any doubt? Mesmi, Zohreb, Mariam, Siri, and I think Zulpri. Any doubt you can ask? Might be they also having some language issue. Maybe. Please, guys. Now you will not interact. Then when you will interact, you should interact now, right? Otherwise, later you will regret. I should talk on that time. I should interact. You should not have that regret. If you have, please.
And one more thing, like I mean, take your time to ask your doubts. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, more like one more thing I want to tell you is that you need more help. Okay, you can contact me through Antariksh India. Okay, so if you need more help, you need a communication coach. Okay, so you can get to me through him. Okay, so if you need more help, okay, in this communication skills, but remember that this is a very important skill. Okay, and you have to acquire that if you are missing on it. Okay, and yes, effectively communicate with the people around you. Okay, get to know their ideas, share your ideas. Okay, this is how the learning happens. There's a lot to learn. Okay, and when you connect with the right people, you will amp up your career. Okay, you will go to you need to meet the the right students, the right teachers, the right people in your life, and you can only go there when you have this communication skills, when you communicate effectively to your audience. So this is very important. That's what I'm saying. Okay, so I hope you all understand that. Or Hindi mein मैं बोलूंगी. Yeah, so yes, Gunjan, yes. So Gunjan, ये बहुत ही important है. ठीक है, आप हिंदी अच्छा बोलते हो ना? आपको yes, it's not that हिंदी इंग्लिश बहुत इजी है, बहुत आसानी से आप सीख लोगे. ओके, आपको हिंदी आता तो इंग्लिश बहुत इजी से आपको आ जाएगा. ओके, यस. सो आप हाँ, यस. So I will also share. So if you connect to me, I will share you the books. You can go through the videos that where you can actually, the videos you are supposed to view, which will actually help you. And what are the exercises you're supposed to do to improve your communication skills. But only thing is that overcome your fears. That is the first thing. Okay. Don't, come to a judgment on the statement of others. If someone says that you can't do this, you can't do that and all that, don't put it in your mind. As I told you, right, it took me 17 years to come out of the thing that I cannot sing. So that was in my mind, and I could not sing because I believed it's true. It happens because you're small children, you are young, right? You believe whatever people will tell you. If someone tells you you are stupid, you don't understand things, that you convince yourself that. So don't do that. Don't listen to others. Whenever someone gives you a constructive criticism, there are two types of criticism: constructive and destructive. So what is destructive? Okay, for example, yeah, Sridhar, you are a very good person. I'll tell you. Yeah, you have to tell someone that you failed. How will you tell? You have to tell your friend that you failed in maths. How are you going to tell it? Come on, Sridhar, tell me. This is a task I'm giving you. Tell your friend that he failed in exam. How are you going to tell?
Ma'am, what do you have to tell him? I failed or he failed?
He failed. You have to tell him he failed. Like take someone student here randomly and tell, and you have to tell that Ram, you failed in your exam. So that is what you have to do. See, I use search words, so you can change your words. How would you tell your friend that you failed? That he failed, okay, not you failed, okay, he failed. Think of it. And anyone can try this. Anyone can try this exercise. I'm going to make you understand about constructive and destructive criticism. Yes, Sridhar. Come on, okay. Yeah, once again, okay. Okay. Anyone can also try.
I think, ma'am, if I will be there, I will say like, okay, no worries. Next time you can try. Next time you can try your level best.
Good. That's good. Yes. Yes, Shada ma'am. Yes, Sridhar, are you ready?
Ma'am, you got less marks in exam as per me.
Okay, you got less marks. Okay, you very good, Sridhar. Okay.
Like if I the pass marks of an exam are 30 marks, then I got 30. Then if I want to tell other person that you say you have failed the exam, means I'll tell like you got you got less marks than me. Don't worry, you can try your level best next time.
Okay, Sridhar. That was a good response. Okay. So let me tell you, constructive, destructive criticism is something like, yes, you see the marks and you say, you failed in exam. So this is a destructive criticism. I mean, fail is something like, to hear that it breaks a person. So that's a destructive criticism. Instead of that, we can actually convey it like this as see your, go with the positive thing, what he has done. Oh, your handwriting was very good. You presented your paper very well, but the pass mark, as Sridhar, you said, right? 30 was a pass mark, and you're just 5 marks. You're just 5 marks away from being passed. 5 marks away from being passed. Okay, so I used the word passed. I did not use the word failed. Okay, so this is a constructive criticism. When you are telling the person that he's here, he need to just go a bit beyond that so that to pass. So this is called a constructive. So you should actually give a constructive criticism. Take constructive criticism. Don't take negative criticism. Okay, someone negatively criticize you, don't take it. Okay, because that's going to break you. So push it away. Okay, constructive criticism, take it because it's going to help you. So your friend said that if you were 5 marks, if you got 5 marks more, you would have been passed. So this I need to work hard so that this time I get 30 instead of 25. I need to go for the 30 so that I pass. Okay, this is a constructive criticism. So it's very important when you communicate to people, okay, something negative, do it in a positive manner. Sugarcoat, okay, sugarcoat, and then present it to your friends and all that. So this is like something, yeah, in life you're facing a lot of such situations, and this is the places where now if you say to your friend that you failed, your friend will be jealous of you, and he will pray to God, oh God, next time say that, okay, fail me, but fail my friend too, okay? That is what I'm asking. So that is what, do you want your friends to pray like that? No, right? So that is the reason constructive criticism is very important, okay? So that you do good to others, others will do good to you, okay? This is how you are saying good things to your friend. You are not degrading him or pointing him or something like that. You're saying good things to him, and he in return will hope good things to happen to you. Okay, so this is what in real life you'll face this situation. So you'll find friends who will not like you for your behavior, being he's so arrogant. So that should not be, because you will not be making friends. And when you're not friends with people, you won't understand their ideas. Maybe he's a very good person from inside, you won't be getting it. So only because he got less marks, it doesn't mean that he's good for nothing. Maybe he has different talents. Okay, so you need to know that. So that's the reason I'm saying, go with the constructive criticism. Don't go with the negative criticism. Okay, take and give. Only constructive criticism, no negative criticism. Okay.
Really wonderful, ma'am. One more thing also, I noticed that like you have engaged all the participants from almost like 1.5 hours. So it's really wonderful. I hope that everybody enjoyed the session. It's not only ma'am, she has engaged a lot, and she did not talk only like theoretically, like it was practically also she has talked. So it was really wonderful. And I hope that all the participants have enjoyed the session. And yeah, I hope that some of the teachers also there who might in future, if you want to connect with us and you also want to be in place of ma'am and want to give and guide the students like that, you can connect with us. So here, thank you so much, ma'am, for giving your valuable time and
My pleasure.
yeah, and sharing your experience and as well as the beautiful presentation. And I have also learned many things. And yes, participants, regarding certificates, that Google form, don't forget to fill it. Within a week of time, you'll be getting on your respective mails, which you'll be filling in your Google form. You'll be getting your participation certificates. Okay. And we are doing a lot of many activities on our platform, like Antrix India is one of the NGO, non-profit organization, where we are working in different areas like education, environment, and animal rights. So you can visit our website www.antrixindia.org if you want to know much more about it. And here, if you want to write something, you can write without any hesitation. You can write a mail, and our team will contact you. So with that, thank you so much once again, ma'am, from our entire team. And you are one of the mentor of our team. So please be with us and please guiding us in future as well. And we are looking forward in future as well for your participation and helping us for conducting these kind of great events. So, thank you so much. And thank you participants for your patience and asking your beautiful questions. But still, you should keep on asking questions. Very less. There's some participant only was keep on asking questions. So you should be like a monkey, crazy mind, right? Keep on asking questions. Never stop to ask questions, right? So okay, yeah. Thank you so much. So yeah, shall we close the meeting now? Yeah, I have done.
Thank you, sir.
everyone.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
So much for taking your time.
It's pleasure.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir.
A lot to the participant. It was really good. You are very good in communication, ma'am.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for that compliment. Thank you, Sridhar. You are a very good student. I wish you were my student.
Okay, ma'am. I think
Yeah, we
I'm
will
going
close
to
this
end.
session.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.